It is overwhelming to see the level of damage that's being done to our national forests.
These are our forests being occupied by armed trespass growers.
I think people need to realize what's going on out there.
They are harming absolutely everything.
They're killing large animals and small.
Clear cutting, girdling trees.
They're diverting water.
The public has to foot the bill for this.
The grows are getting much larger.
They'll do anything they can to protect
But the real killer is the poisons that are being used.
There's a whole slew of toxicants.
I mean, bags, tons of this stuff.
Highly lethal.
If we open that container right there, it could kill a lot of people.
It goes into our streams, creeks.
Drinking water.
Complete indiscriminate poisoning.
The tragedy that's occurring.
And I don't know if the public really is aware of it.
LE Group 2, this is Bruce.
Marijuana growing on public lands has been going on for 30 plus years, but they just expanded dramatically. Every forest is impacted, and the majority of our workload is on marijuana investigations on the forests.
Marijuana sites damage thousands of acres of our national forests. Critical amounts of money and time are required to reclaim and restore these lands. In California, in 2013 alone, almost 1 million marijuana plants were discovered.
Before '98, the majority of our gardens were like less than 400 plants a site. Now they're anywhere between 1,000 to 40,000 plants. Our goal is to disrupt and dismantle these sites.
And this is just an activity, I think, that's a major distraction for the mission of the Forest Service, but also for the communities that choose to live here.
Check the answers come across.
We work with the Drug Enforcement Administration, California National Guard, state and local sheriff's departments, police departments. It takes every one of them, plus other regions, to help us with the investigations and eradication of these sites. Not only are they clearing vegetation, brush, trees, whatever's in their way, they're diverting water from stream courses. They're building dams.
Marijuana plants require both sunlight and tremendous amounts of water. A single plant can use up to 15 gallons of water per day.
What they're doing out here is they're trying to capture as much water as they can to feed their plants. And so basically this water is now being diverted and not making it to the creeks below.
This affects communities, aquatic species, and numerous forms of wildlife.
When I got into the field of wildlife, I never expected to be dealing with this type of issue.
Wildlife is being affected not only by water diversion, but by the highly toxic chemicals used by the growers. The deaths of many mammals, including rare species such as the fisher, have been directly linked to these toxicants.
Fishers have declined dramatically in number, and they are being considered for endangered species status in the U.S. and the state of California right now.
Fishers were becoming sick and dying from rodenticide poisons, and that's how we discovered the fact that these grow sites are actually polluting the land with toxicants.
Did you get this one?
Insect killer, that's enough for 5 acres.
There's a whole plethora of toxicants left behind at these sites. A lot of these toxicants are lethal in minute amounts, but they're bringing larger quantities of these toxicants. They also are bringing banned chemicals that are illegal to utilize in North America. That bottle right here, if I were to open it up and let it atmospheric released, all of us here would get sick and several individuals will have to be medevaced out.
These growers are living on the land for 3 or 4 months. They all have tents, sleeping bags, food. They all have garbage and trash. On these sites, they have pesticides, herbicides, rodenticides. They have black plastic pipe, cooking utensils, stoves, propane tanks. Everything you need to live out there for months. Multiply that by 300 or 400 sites we have a year. In 2012, we removed over 180,000 pounds of trash, 315,000 feet of water line, 19,000 pounds of fertilizer, and that's just in 1 year. It's incredible what's out there.
Poisons are not the only lethal things found at these sites.
A very high percentage of the growers out there are armed. Several years ago, we had 9 shootings within these sites.
These are pellets that they use in their pellet guns to kill animals.
These are areas that I would come and gather acorns, or I would gather medicinals and herbs. And so now when I come or want to take my family out into the woods, it does make you think before you come out. But I refuse to feel afraid to come into the public lands, and so I'm here to assist our volunteers and help clean this mess up.